वी लाइव आर वी लाइव इफ वी आर लाइव चैट में कोई लिख दीजिए if we are live. So meanwhile I'll just do my opening monologue. So hello everyone, welcome to the Chalchitra movie quiz season 2. कौन सा week चल रहा है ये? हाँ, week 12. This is our fourth quarter final and our last quarter final for this season, and we have had 3 finalists so far from the quarter finals. हाँ, हमने semi skip कर दिए क्योंकि अभी कर दिया यार, अभी क्या बोलूँ मैं, तो सेमी स्किप कर दिया हमने, एंड वन पर्सन फ्रॉम ईच क्वार्टर फाइनल हैज मेड इट टू द फिनाले. So far, so we have 3 finalists, and today we'll be finding out who will be the fourth person who joins us in the finale. So Bivin Matthew is saying hell yeah. Yes, Bivin is, that's the attitude that I want. Chalo, cool. So yeah, it's been a bittersweet day. A very renowned person and someone I used to personally look up to passed away last night, the comedian Norm Macdonald. So it's been a weird day, but I guess that's one of the things one of the advantages of being an artist, that you'll be remembered through the work. So shout out to Norm Macdonald, and wherever you are, I hope you're happy. So cool. I guess I'll start my slides. Kidhar gaya? Haan. Ek second. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Command Shift S. Yes. Yeah. I hope my screen is visible. I'm going to present. Yeah. Cool. So welcome to the fourth quarter final. This is week 12. And yeah, the quiz has been prepared by a team of 5 people, which is Chinmay, who is like my second in command. तो सब कुछ चिन्मय से approve होके आता है, and who he usually helps us with the scoring, but आज he has plans because he has friends and I don't, so I'm here. And there's Eklavya, there's Darshil, there's Aman, who has joined us recently, and there's obviously me. So that's our team. And you can support the channel on Patreon or join our YouTube community as a member. We have 3 perks of being members. Like there's Goodfellas, there's Gladiators, and there's Godfathers, which is the most premium perk of being a wallflower. This is the most premium level of perks on this channel. And Godfathers also do get to participate in the quiz, as you will find out through one of our participants who is a Godfather, and he's joining us from the United States. And do let us know your feedback, suggestions, complaints to Vani or Vaibhav, and those are the IDs that you see: Vani@chalchitratalks.com, Vaibhav@chalchitratalks.com. And if you have only nice things to say, you can follow me on Instagram. That's @Hindol, and you can follow Chalchitra Talks for a very aesthetic Instagram feed. So those were all the plugs that I had to do. Time to meet the participants. So एक बार मैं stop share कर देता हूँ, and yeah, I'll go in the order of our stream. Cool. So our first participant is काफ़ी आज लोग इंटिमिडेटेड हैं इनसे, क्योंकि इनकी बॉलीवुड की नॉलेज बहुत अच्छी है, एंड शी इज़ वन ऑफ द लीडिंग रेडियो जॉकीज इन इंडिया, and she's a host. She is a very prominent member of Film Companion Local. So give it up for Radio Ki Heroini. That's what she's called. Rohini. Rohini, if you can switch on your video.
Now is the best introduction.
I tried. I tried.
Thank you. You should
Yeah.
be on radio.
Yeah. चलो. So Rohini, what is your strategy? क्या है आज आपका
I have
plan?
I have kheer mere saath hai, and now honestly I'm very excited because I'm sharing today's contest with two people I know.
Yeah.
One's Jamie and the other is of course Uday. So I'm very excited to just play along. I am very excited for my co-contestants, to be honest.
चलो काफी humble brag वाली feeling आती है, but it's good, it's a nice vibe. Next up he is a critic for the Mint Lounge, and he's recently become an author with his first published book. So give it up for Uday, if you can turn on your video. Hey Uday, hi.
Hi, Hindol.
Yeah, Uday has also been one of the highest scorers of all the quizzes that we have conducted so far since the beginning days. So
Mat karo
no pressure.
yaar. Jinx.
Yeah, cool. So Uday, what's your strategy? What's your game plan?
No strategy. Just
Yeah, just
play each ball on its merits.
Chalo. Cool. So now that we are speaking of playing balls, so we have a very avid cricket buff with us. He's a journalist, he's an actor, he's an anchor, he's a YouTuber. ये सब मैंने लिख के रखा है. And you know him as Tinku Jia. So give it up for Jamie Alter, if you can switch on your video. Hello, Jamie. Hi.
Hello, Hindol.
Yeah.
Uday.
So,
Rohini.
yeah.
This is like getting me to I'm like one of those small time bands that opens, one of the bigger acts. So
Yeah.
ये होने वाला है,
अभी
okay.
आप लोग
I
ऐसे
watch,
बोलोगे तो बेइज्जत होंगे.
I watch movies, but knowledge, unless you get me like all the questions are from like 92 to 94, I might do decently. Uske aage piche, I am not keeping any hope. So let's see. It'll be fun. Like Rohini said, we're gonna have fun. So
Yeah.
वही है.
There may or may not be a surprise for you, Jamie.
देखिए
Let's see.
अब Godfather आएंगे और
Yeah.
हम सब we'll wonder why do we have these jobs. It's going to happen.
Cool. So now we speak of the Godfather, the man who is literally paying us, one of the people who's paying us to keep this channel running, and he was also one of the highest scorers of this season. So give it up for last but not the least, Ashrut, if you can switch on your video. Ashrut is joining us all the way from Chicago, where it's day because the Earth is not flat.
Yeah.
Ashrut, we can hear you. We can't see you. Wait. Ashrut, if you can switch on your video.
I'm switching on my camera. You don't see me.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. We'll just use a different camera.
I'm just going to wipe my glasses because that's the thing. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey Ashrut, hi.
Hey, just extremely pumped to be here. If Jamie says he is the small band, then I am the open mic who opens for the bigger acts. Just very pumped to be here. Thanks, Rohini.
बहुत
Thanks,
बेइज्जती
Jamie.
होने वाली है आज.
Nice.
I know.
Ronak Mangodal is in the chat. He's one of our finalists, and he's reading Bullets Over Bombay right now. So.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Yep. If people haven't bought the book, everyone please buy that book. It is just amazing. For us, Satya is our Goodfellas and everything. So I'm having a blast reading it. Please buy it.
My work is done. I don't care what happens in the quiz.
इसके बाद और कुछ नहीं चाहिए.
Cool. So if any mods are watching, please do put Uday's books link in the chat. And also,
and Hindol, one more thing. I also heard Uday's podcast with Amit Verma. That was also extremely entertaining to hear. So thanks.
Nice.
Ashrut, thank you, yaar. You literally are the representation of why we all do our jobs. So thank you.
Hello. Cool. And also, now that Ronak is here, I should remind all of you that only one person from today's round will qualify to the grand finale, and Ronak is one of the finalists. So let's see how this goes. I will return to my slides. Yeah, we have met the participants. Time for rules. So we have 30 questions, which are spread across 5 rounds. And the entire quiz is a buzzer quiz, as you guys are familiar. So the word Pikachu is the buzzer. So you just have to raise your hand and say Pikachu, and I'll come to you. So respect the Pikachu basically means, like, for example, if Ashrut is answering and let's say Uday wants to buzz in, so I would wait for Ashrut to finish answering, and if he doesn't answer correctly, I would move on to Uday. And please do not blurt out the answer without saying Pikachu or when it's someone else's turn, because you might end up helping someone else win points. Also, I'm not giving anyone ideas because I was told in the stream that until this point came in, the guest hadn't thought of it. So please do not Google or read the stream chat, and do make sure that your hands are visible in the frames all the time. And yeah, do spread the love for the stream wherever possible. And yeah, those are the rules. So I'll move on to the next slide. Safety is important. Yeah, so these are the finalists so far. We have Nikhil Taneja, we have Amir Sajid, who is a member of our team, we have Ronak Mangotal of Fully Filmy, and today will be the fourth finalist who makes it to the round. So let's see over the
No
next.
pressure.
Let's see.
No pressure.
Chalo.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, safety again, and here we are on the first round. The first round is called Q&A. It has 8 questions from Hollywood and Hindi films, plus 20 for each correct answer, minus 5 for each incorrect answer, and some questions are bonus points as well. So if you answer the question correctly, you can attempt the bonus points as well and earn more points through the question. So we have around 70 people watching us right now, so 70 likes होने चाहिए. तो
Everyone like.
अगर अच्छा लगेगा अगर आप कर दें, so more people can join on the stream. So guys, do like the stream. With this, I will start the round. First question coming up from Hollywood. After watching the 2012 Hollywood biopic X, Dr. Ranjan Batra investigated the history of something central to the film's plot. This led him to find out that although the abolishment of a certain practice was adopted throughout the US in 1865, the ratification from one of the states had not been updated, as the National Archivist was not informed about it. However, the practice was still legal on paper. Hence, the practice was still legal on paper. Batra subsequently contacted the state's Secretary of State to make the ratification official.
Pikachu.
Thus, yes, Uday.
Lincoln.
Yes, Lincoln is the film, plus 20 to Uday. So this is
Oh wow.
the Daniel Day-Lewis film Lincoln, and this is about
Superb.
the abolishment
Oh.
of slavery. So in one of the states, the notification had not been filed in. Plus 20 to Uday for the first question, and moving on to the next question from Hindi films. A cousin of the actress Kajol, actor X made his debut in the 80s but found limited commercial success as a leading.
Pikachu.
Yes, Ashrut.
Monish Baid.
It is Monish Bahl. I'll finish reading the question. So this is basically when Monish Bahl was signed on for Maine Pyar Kiya, his mother, who was the actress Nutan, made the Barjatias promise her that they would cast him in a positive role someday. While she did not live to see the day because she passed away in 91, he was eventually cast as the good elder brother in many. Yes. Wait, these are. So Monish Bahl it is, plus 20 to Ashrut for Monish Bahl. Next question coming up from Hollywood. Richard Walker's Blind Day is a cultish label of handmade sunglasses. However, it is best known in pop culture for having outbid brands like
Pikachu.
Ray-Ban. Yes, Uday.
Matrix.
It is the Matrix. So
Oh, wonderful.
this is the brand that manufactured all the sunglasses for the Matrix franchise, and it was the guy purely outbid everyone because he customized the designs for each character purely because of their name. So as you can see, Neo and Morpheus and everyone has a different look.
That is hilarious.
Wow.
Matrix it is, plus 22.
That is so cool.
Uday? Yeah, someone has written Monish Bahl. Okay. Yeah. Chat thoda delayed chal raha hai, so still answering Monish Bahl. Next question coming up from Hollywood. When a certain filmmaker was passing through the streets of Mumbai in the 80s, he only saw posters of action films. He launched the film X, although with a different initial treatment. The Morat shot involved one of the lead actors who was
Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
Chandni Yash Chopra.
It is Chandni, plus 20
Whoa.
to Rohini. There's a bonus question as well. So there's a 2016 Hindi film which paid tribute to this film in a key
Pikachu.
sequence. You have to tell me which film. So
Pikachu.
Only Rohini can
Oh,
answer this.
okay.
Yeah, since she has
अच्छा,
answered the
एक
main
मौका
part.
मिला एंट्री करने का अच्छा,
Yeah.
No, I don't know this.
Okay, no problem. You still get 20 points for Chandni. The answer was Edil Mushkil. So
Uh,
there was a
Oh,
sequence
of
Hmm.
course.
as a tribute to Edil
यार
Mushkil.
ये
And
साल याद नहीं रहते यार. ठीक है.
Especially recently.
cool.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, yeah. As the scores are being updated, I will quickly move on to the next question. Actor X was originally set to play the Nazi playwright Franz Liebkind in Mel Brooks's debut comedy The Producers, but dropped it to star in a certain 1967 film. Brooks didn't blame X one bit for taking the bigger part since Brooks's wife was already cast in the same film. One of the film's iconic scenes, which was also featured on the poster, doesn't actually use the actress's leg, but that of a model named Linda Gray, who would go on to play the same role on Broadway and West End. Which actor is X? So some 1967 film which has whose poster has something to do with an actress's leg. So you just have to tell me who is the actor that we're talking about.
gosh.
Pikachu.
Yes, Uday.
Is it Dustin Hoffman?
It is Justin Hoffman. Plus
Oh.
22 Uday. So this
Yeah,
is
because
Oh.
I thought it was Mrs. Robinson, but I
Yeah.
just
Oh.
couldn't get Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Oh.
so
Good
this
I
is
was
question.
obviously
thinking, wonderful.
this is obviously from The Graduate. Okay. हाँ. बोलो यश.
Hindol,
हाँ.
column I guess interchange हो गए हैं when I am updating Uday's marks, so उनके update हो रहे हैं Rohini के, so I guess
Yes, yes, ऐसे ही होना चाहिए.
अरे हमको भी 10 दे दो फ्री में यार.
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
कहाँ हुआ ये इशू?
I guess the columns are interchanged.
If
I
you feel
thought
like
Uday
going
was
back to
initially-
zero, it's also good, huh? No issue with me.
Okay, just a second. Just I will quickly take 2 seconds to resolve this.
Going back to Monish Bell, I like how Monish Bell had such diametrically opposite roles. In all those Bhatia movies, he was like pure as snow. And then these other movies, he was this extra villainous
I
character.
know it, and I just interviewed his daughter, and I just can't stop talking about him. So she's a bit upset, I guess, because she's like, मेरा interview करना है, डैडी के बारे में पूछ रहा है, and I was like, I like you, but you know, पापा के बारे में और बताओ.
पापा के बारे में बता.
Hilarious. ये लोग तो हमको छोड़ के चले गए.
एक second.
Uday,
Yeah.
Uday, if and when you win, as a prize, please tell us something that you've not put in the book
Yes. Please give us gossip.
for the audience. Yeah.
Everyone, please stop jinxing me. Don't-
Well, no matter what, then, no matter who wins, then.
yeah, देखते हैं बाद में.
ये mic है.
Strategies.
I don't know why I have the mic. I should remove it.
यार यही होता है प्रॉब्लम. मुझे मैथ्स करने दोगे तो अभी क्या ही बोलूंगा. The one thing I
लिख
hate,
लो.
one thing I hate in my life is adding numbers, but I think the issue is resolved now, and if it isn't, then I'm also manually writing the scores as well, क्योंकि pen and paper is life.
अब तक मैंने
हाँ.
2
Yeah,
आंसर
so,
किए
yeah.
सही.
एक answer.
Yeah. हाँ, आपने एक आंसर किया. So I'm just going to read out the scores so far. Uday has answered The Matrix, Lincoln, and Dustin Hoffman. So Uday is at 60 points.
60.
Ashrut has answered 60 points. Ashrut has answered Monish Bell. He's at 20 points. And Rohini answered Chandni. So she's at 20 points. So the
आगे
current...
बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है.
हाँ अभी बहुत राउंड है, बहुत क्वेश्चंस है, कोई टेंशन नहीं. चलो, moving on to the next question coming from Hindi films. The production team for a 2011 Indian film long considered whether a certain object was to be physically shown in the film or not, as the film's title itself was related to the object. Eventually, the object was shown in the film, and different versions of it were created using besan granules, molding clay, milk thickened with cream, and artificial color. Released without an interval. Which film is this all about? So this is a film that is primarily a Hindi film. It's a Hinglish film, and obviously it has completed 10 years this year because maths. And it's one of those
Pikachu.
films. Yes, Uday.
Delhi Belly.
It is Delhi Belly plus 22
Yeah.
Uday. So this
Yeah.
is how the shit. This is the recipe for the
I should
shit
just
in
say
Delhi
Pikachu
Belly.
and I should just say what is on my mind and I should not be. यार minus marks है क्या?
There's -5. There's
There
minus
is,
five, but
there is.
yeah, but there's
But
isk hai
go for
to risk hai. So
Risk
plus
है तो risk
22 Uday for this question. Uday is currently has
Well
80
done.
points.
Well done,
Yeah.
Uday.
Well
Next
done.
question coming up from Hollywood. On the next slide are images from an archaeological dig in the rolling sand dunes of Guadalupe, California. They were able to find pyramids and sphinxes. What exactly did they unearth? So these are the images. I hope you're able to see them. So this is something like they found pyramids in California, and obviously this has some movie connection. So you have to tell me what exactly is this that they have unearthed. I will use
Pikachu.
this. Yes, Rohini.
Is it the sets of like Lawrence of Arabia?
Okay, you're very close, so I will give you another chance to improve your answer.
They're the sets of an old film. If it's not Lawrence of Arabia,
I need the film.
Ben-Hur.
Okay, not Ben-Hur. I'll come back to you regarding the points. So obviously, as Rohini has pointed out, this is the set of some film which had something to do with pyramids and sphinxes. So you have to tell me. And the timeline is also very close. It's a film from the 50s. It's one of those epic.
Pikachu,
Yes, Jamie.
the Ten Commandments.
Yes, it is the Ten Commandments. So this is the set of
Nice.
the Ten
Chalo.
Commandments. So
Late
I'm
eye,
go-
but okay.
yeah, they are durust hai, but
Okay.
yeah.
Off
So
the mark. Off the mark.
yeah.
The single.
I'm going to split the points between Rohini and Jamie. So Rohini gets 10 because these were indeed sets, and
Bilkul, bilkul. Big
Jamie
help.
gets
Big help.
10 points for the 10 commandments. So coming up is the last question of this round from a Hindi film. In many cultures, this particular mineral is considered to be a bringer of good fortune. In the ancient Persian Empire, these were worn around the neck or wrist as protection against unnatural death. If they changed color, the wearer was thought to have reason to fear the approach of doom. In Western culture, turquoise is also the traditional birthstone for those born in the month of December. However, the usage of this mineral in India got a new lease of life in the 2000s due to the actor X. What exactly is this?
Pikachu.
Hello, Pikachu.
Yes, Jamie.
वो सलमान खान का वो ब्रेसलेट.
Yes, plus 22, Jamie.
I
This
knew
is-
this answer. I don't know why.
this is-
I get
बोलने का था.
This
So
is Salman
dumb.
Khan's bracelet.
Don't hold back.
This is right
बोल
at the start,
दो.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
क्या
about Salman.
bracelet?
Yeah.
ये
And-
औरतें अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट क्यों होती है?
एंड इसमें मेरी भी गलती है कि मैं टर्कोइज ब्लैंक आउट करना भूल गया, तो वहां पे पढ़ते पढ़ते मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि मैंने टर्कोइज छोड़ दिया. सो
Oh, I didn't know you were looking for the actor. Damn it! Shit.
चलो कोई नहीं, बट
Which movie is this?
yeah, so
I
this
agree.
is
This is
yeah,
Salman Khan
primarily
in real life. This
yeah.
is his movie of his life.
this is where the bhai
हाँ.
persona took form. So yeah, this is Salman Khan's bracelet. We've come to the end of this round. I will quickly tabulate the scores, but तब तक हमारे लिए ऑडियंस क्वेश्चन है, तो एक जल्दी से वो देख लेते हैं. This is from a Hindi film. Sandeep Kaur is currently serving a 66 months jail sentence in the US for robbing 4 banks in order to pay off her gambling debts. During her second robbery, she frightened bank tellers that she would explode a bomb if they did not hand over the money. This earned her the title of Bombshell Bandit. Which 2017 Hindi film was inspired by her life? So this is an audience question. I'll quickly see chat में क्या आ रहा है.
या ये होता मैं अब तक पिकाचू बोल रही हूँ.
Cool. Yash, I hope the issue has been resolved.
Yeah, I think अभी ना just Ashrut and Jamie का भी अभी interchanged है column.
अच्छा यार, तुम देख लो यार. मैं अनाउंस कर दूंगा, मैं टोटल कर रहा हूँ, बट कोई यार मैथ्स हाँ कोई
ठीक है.
मैथ्स चेक करते रहो साथ में, क्योंकि मुझे अपने मैथ्स पे बिल्कुल भरोसा नहीं.
अरे we trust you. ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
नहीं, आपके पॉइंट्स कम हो सकते हैं, तो मैं उस लिहाज से मैं बता रहा हूँ. तो लेट्स सी. हाँ यस,
मिल बांट के हम लोग हैंडल कर लेंगे.
कर लेंगे. चलो Cool. The answer is in the chat. Sandeep Padi gets it. Swarnava Dasgupta gets it. Chavi Surana gets it. Payas Avdutkar gets it. And Aniket R gets it. These are the first 5 people who get it. This is the film Simran, directed by Hansel Mehta and starring Kangana Ranaut. So this is Simran. काफी लोगों को आगे आंसर and time for scores. एक बार मैं stop share कर देता हूँ. And yeah, this is the most difficult part of this quiz और आज ही होता रहेगा. So let's see how this goes. So currently, currently Uday is in the lead with 80 points. Next up are Rohini and Jamie both at 30 points.
अरे गजब.
50 points से आगे है sir.
And Ashrut is at 20 points. So, but the good thing is everyone has points on the board. तो पिछले 2-3 राउंड्स में हम नेगेटिव में भी गए थे, तो वो सिचुएशन आज अभी तक नहीं आई है. तो लेट्स सी हाउ दिस गोस. बट देयर आर 4 more राउंड्स टू गो. अभी बहुत बाकी है. तो लेट्स सी, थिंग्स कैन टर्न एनी मोमेंट. एंड मीनवाइल जो भी जुड़े, ऑल द 100 पीपल हु आर वाचिंग, प्लीज लाइक कर दीजिए स्ट्रीम सो दैट मोर पीपल कैन जॉइन. नेक्स्ट अप इज आवर सेकंड राउंड व्हिच इज फ्रॉम इंडियन सिनेमा. So this is all coming from non-Hindi films. So there are 5 questions plus 20 for each correct answer, minus 5 for each incorrect answer, and obviously there are bonus points as well. So same rules apply. So first question coming up from an Assamese film. In 1975, actor X starred in an unreleased Assamese film titled Sonti, which was loosely based on Oliver Twist. Prior to this, X had appeared in a 1972 Bengali film named Jaban and would go on to play the lead in the 1981 Hindi-Bengali bilingual thriller called Anusandhan, which featured Rakhi Gulzar, Amjad Khan, and Utpal Dutt among others. Who is X? Fairly simple question. आपको timeline देख के idea लग गया होगा कि किस type के stars की बात कर रहे हैं. This is someone who's obviously famous in Hindi films and has some Bengali connection as well. अनुसंधान जो फिल्म है वो हिंदी में भी अवेलेबल है एंड उसके गाने काफी हिट हुए थे उस टाइम पे. एंड there is some connection to rain also in the film, so and in the title of the film as well. So Rakhi Gulzar, Amjad Khan, Utpal Dutt, इससे आपको थोड़ा आइडिया लग जाएगा कौन सी फिल्म है. Let's see.
Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
Bachchan.
It is Amitabh Bachchan, plus 20 to Rohini.
All right.
So
Wow,
This is a total guess.
अरे guesses are good, fantastic.
Inspired guess. Very nice.
So
बच्चन
the film,
remember काफी famous हैं
Yeah.
और कौन हो सकते हैं?
so the Hindi version of Anusandhan is called Barsat Ki Ek Raat, which
Also because Dharamji won't do a Bengali film.
I would pay to see Dharamji do a Bengali film. Chalo. So Amitabh Bachchan it is, plus 20 to Rohini. Next question coming up from Marathi films. X, one-word title, is a 2019 Marathi film about a group of children which decides to put up a secret play on unity and harmony for children during the Ganpati celebrations. However, the adults object to the presence of characters like Jesus Christ in the play. Given the secretive nature of this operation, the film's title X is borrowed from a phrase yelled during a popular
Pikachu?
children's game. Yes, Rohini.
Happa.
It is Dhappa. So this is about the game hide and seek, जिसकी वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप इटली में होती है. तो Dhappa is the name of the film, plus 20 to Rohini.
Awesome.
Moving on to the next question. एक second. कहाँ गया? नहीं. Okay, cool. Next question coming up. Manam, which translates to us, is a 2014 Telugu film that features 3 generations of the Akkineni family: Nagarjuna, Akkineni Nageshwara Rao, and Naga Chaitanya, and marked the adult acting debut of Akhil Akkineni.
Pikachu.
Yes, Ashrut.
Baby's Day Out.
It is Baby's Day Out. So
Nice.
Well done.
this is
Superb.
It's a great
is about-
answer.
Well done.
this is
सिर्फ
the
हे
Indian
बेबी चली
remake.
थी.
Yeah, Indian remake of Baby's Day Out. And I think ये फंडा शायद हमने पिछले एडिशन में भी किया था, but Baby's Day Out is my all-time favorite film. तो ये मैं edition में रखूंगा question. So that's what this is about. Plus 20 to Ashrut for Baby's Day Out. Next question coming up.
ये थिएटर में देखी थी. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, चलो कोई नहीं.
Sorry.
हाँ. The 1985 Malayalam film Mutharam Kannu Pio followed a newly arrived postmaster in a wrestling crazy village where he falls in love with the daughter of a retired wrestler who challenges him for a duel with the reigning champion Dara Singh. Having been in the news this year for his social media antics, who played Dara Singh's character in the Hindi remake of this film? The Hindi remake released in 2010, if I'm not wrong, and obviously something to do with wrestling, something to do with a very popular star on Indian social media, and इनकी ब्रांड एंडोर्समेंट्स भी काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग रहती हैं. One of his most famous brand endorsements was for a cement brand. काफ़ी चर्चित रहा था
Pikachu?
वर्ड. Yes, Ashrut.
Is it Khali?
It is the Great Kali, plus 20 to Ashrut.
well.
And this is the film Kushti, which starred Rajpal Yadav in the lead role. And the climax is Rajpal Yadav battling the Great Kali in a wrestling match. So,
Okay.
अगली बार जब ये
Fascinating.
अगली बार ये फिल्म स्टार
Fascinating.
गोल्ड पे आपको दिखे तो जरूर
Yeah.
So Kushti it is, plus 22. Ashrut, last question of this round coming up. The 2012 Tamil or Telugu film Dhoni revolves around a widower father's quest to make his son study, but he wishes to be a cricketer instead. The film was directed and produced by actor X under his banner Duet Movies, which is named after his debut Tamil film. X has won 4 national awards for his acting roles and one as a producer for a Kannada film. Last seen in Hindi films in a Rohit Shetty comedy, Who is X? This is someone who works across languages and is known for playing a certain kind of role, and a recurring actor in Rohit Shetty films. So, and someone who is a great actor as well, क्योंकि 4 national awards. So, and yeah, this person has been in the news for his political
Pikachu.
leanings as well. Yes,
Pikachu. Pikachu.
Who's that villain? Once again, huh?
Pikachu.
Prakash Raj. Once again, Prakash Raj.
it is Prakash Raj, plus 20 to
Yeah.
Rohini.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't
Yeah.
get the name. I was like,
Shit,
I had
couldn't
his
get his
face.
name.
I had
I
his
saw the
face
voice.
in front of me, and I couldn't get the damn name.
And saying actor for his controversial political views is not helping a lot nowadays.
No, I think what helped is the fact that उसने इतने national award जीते. I was like, it can't be some small fry.
Yeah.
So Prakash Raj it is, and this film is a remake of a
Wow.
Marathi film starring Sachin Khedekar. So yeah, Prakash Raj was the answer. We've come to the end of the Indian cinema round. We have one quick audience question. जब तक मैं scores total कर लेता हूँ. So X two-word title is a 2021 Tamil film about a small-time YouTuber singer who falls in love and the chaos that ensues. The name is a pun involving the name of a famous Tamil music composer from the early 2000s and an area of Chennai. The music composer's breakthrough hit in 2001 also led to a Hindi remake, which is often referred to by its acronym. What is X? So, काफी direct question, but let's see. किसी ना किसी को तो आ ही जाएगा. And Ashrut is at 60, Jimmy is on 30. हाँ भाई कर रहा हूँ. नहीं, Ashrut is not at 60. Wait. अच्छा हाँ, chat तो वहाँ delete चल रहा है. 50, 60, 30, 50. Shit. Huh, cool. I hope my totaling is correct. Cool. Yes. Ronak Mangodal gets it. Sandeep Padi gets it. And Swarnama Dasgupta gets it. This is Paris Jairaj, which is a pun on the name of composer Haris Jairaj, who had made music for Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein. So Paris Jairaj it is. Plus 20 to everyone who answered in the chat. And now time for the difficult thing. Scores. So I hope, yeah.
Quiz हम खेल रहे हैं, ये खेल रहा है.
I know.
Quiz
This is the
मेरे
most
साथ है.
stressed I've
Yeah.
seen
मैं सबसे
Hindol
ज्यादा
in all
stressed
these
हूँ अभी.
quizzes.
सबसे
सबसे ज्यादा
भी
stress
stress
Hindol अभी है.
सबसे ज्यादा stress में ही हूँ. चलो. So if I'm correct, Rohini is leading currently with 90 points. Uday and Ashrut are both tied at 80 points, and Jimmy is at 30 points.
So 50 and 60. Oh gosh.
Yeah. So अभी margin ज़्यादा नहीं, but let's see, there are 3 more rounds to go, and I hope
2 more, no?
3 तो एक राउंड तो
Five
अभी
देना.
5 मिनट में खत्म हो जाएगा because it's a
अच्छा.
visual round, तो काफी जल्दी वो हो जाएगा, and there are 2 more rounds.
ये वो पोस्टर वाला राउंड है क्या?
हाँ, आज हम कुछ नया लेके आए.
समझ ही नहीं आता है
Oh
मुझे
my
वो विजुअल
God.
राउंड. I think I'm visually like really
Amazing.
challenged.
Yeah. So every week we have done new variations of the visual round, and today is a very interesting round that we have been very excited about. तो देखते हैं आज ये कैसा जाता है. So next up, this is our visual round. This is
Hoy, hoy.
brands
Oh
in films.
God.
Oh,
My
इसमें
God.
yeah, we are going to
Oh,
show you product placement brands that were shown in the film, and through the brand you have to guess which film this is. And obviously the brand has some connection to the plot. Matlab, like there was some important sequence happens related to the brand, or it was a key prop. So वैसा yeah, so you can easily deduce which film this is. And obviously Bonvita, the most important brand that shaped our childhood. So there are 6 questions, 3 questions from Hindi films and 3 questions from Hollywood, plus 20 minus 5.
ठीक.
Along
It'll be
with
fun.
this, I'll
It'll
be
be
telling
fun.
you the release years of the film. And Himanshu Pandey कह रहा है Ashrut is at 60. Wait, एक second. Round शुरू
Ashrut.
होने से पहले मैं थोड़ा
Ashrut.
वापस I will go back to drawing board.
Damn you, Himanshu Pandey. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So
Ashrut, there are people who are following this quiz and keeping your scores correctly.
Keeping
Like,
my
you should
score
thank them.
and making sure they,
Yeah.
get in and नहीं उसका कम करो.
Yeah, Ashrut answered Baby's Day Out and The Great
Yeah.
Kali, and पिछले round में उनके 20 points थे, so correct, yes.
Yeah.
Ashrut is at 60 points. Thank you Himanshu Pandey for helping us out.
I'll get to Himanshu.
आज रात आपको अच्छी नींद है. So yes, brands and films it is. So
चलो.
it's all about speed, the need for speed. First question coming up from a Hollywood film. This is a 1994 Hollywood film.
Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
There's
Pikachu.
something about Mary.
No, this is not something about
Pikachu.
minus 5. Yes, Ashrut.
Pikachu. Jurassic Park.
It is Jurassic Park. Plus
Whoa.
22.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Yes, I know this.
जिसमें वो लेके जाता है यार, जिसमें
This
वो
is where
Newman.
he carries.
Newman gives it to Newman
Yeah.
gets it na.
Yeah, what a good answer, man. Very
What a good
nice.
answer, really.
Very nice.
Well done.
I only remember because of Newman. Newman.
Cool. So minus 5 to Rohini and plus
Thank
20 to Ashrut for Jurassic Park. Next question coming up from a Hindi film. 2018 Hindi film. Something to do with pregnancy kits.
Pikachu.
Yes, Uday.
Badhai ho.
It is Badai Ho, plus 22.
Oh, knockout. Well done. Brilliant.
This is
और
indeed.
वापस आ गए हैं हमारे लीग में हमारे दोस्त उदय इस प्रेगनेंसी आंसर के साथ.
Cool. Next up is a Hollywood film.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Wait, किसका
Wow.
Pikachu है?
Pikachu.
अरे shit.
मैंने भी बोला था.
I
हाँ,
think,
Action replay
yeah.
कर लो.
I think I was the
Action
first.
replay कर लो.
Yeah, I
आप
think
column पे आए थे,
I
लिखो
heard Uday first. Yes, Uday.
Okay.
yeah, it's Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
It is Forrest Gump, plus 22 there. So these are the
Yep.
famous sneakers from Forrest Gump.
Well done.
Next question coming up from a Hindi film. I think this is going to be the fastest answer. Let's see. 2007 Hindi film.
Pikachu.
Yes, Uday.
Chakti India.
It is Chak De India, plus
Right,
22
right.
Uday.
I need
This
to watch
is-
more movies.
Obviously, the sequence
Yeah,
where
yeah.
Kabir Khan returns to the team. So plus 22 Uday for Chak De India. And also
Well done.
Uday ki hat-trick hui hai abhi. He has answered
Ah.
3 questions in a row. So congratulations Uday. And next question coming up from a Hollywood film. 2014 Hollywood film. A film that had something to do with time.
Pikachu.
Yes, Ashrut.
Is it Inception?
Not Inception, minus 5 to Ashrut.
अच्छा हुआ तूने बोल दिया.
Some
I was
film,
going to say.
Very nice.
something to do with time and और क्या बोलूं जो नॉन ऑब्वियस हिंट है.
No.
This film led to a scientific discovery as well. Like some technology was created for the special effects of this film, and what they created using that technology led to a scientific breakthrough.
कौन सी साल में था?
2014
14.
14 की ये फिल्म है.
साल याद नहीं रहते मुझे.
हाँ. I don't want to comment on Ashrut's answer, but end of sentence. हाँ नहीं चैट में अभी तक आया नहीं है. और क्या?
Okay, Pikachu.
Yes, Uday.
Is it Gravity?
Not Gravity. -5 to Uday.
कोई बात नहीं, 5 ही कम हुए सर के.
हाँ.
Uday, keep guessing it.
Go for it. We're all in.
Nee, I'm out of guesses.
Yeah, I think
2014. It's like that year when it's like it just happened. 2014.
this film और क्या बोलूं यार जो obvious नहीं है इसके बारे में.
कोई ऑस्कर जीता.
I think technical category में जीता था. And I think it was visual effects or sound design, one of those two. So
I have a guess, but I don't want to take the negatives.
Ashrut, I think you know the answer. Go for it.
Oh no! Oh, I was going for something totally unrelated from Looper. But if it's no, I'm sorry, totally
Okay,
unrelated.
any Pikachu's on the floor? Are there any Pikachu?
No, I'm not going for it.
I'll take a one guess.
Rohini, are you guessing?
Am I going to lose points?
If it's wrong, then
fair.
you lose. -5.
Somebody said Gravity, right?
Yes.
I think Interstellar came before.
What is your final answer?
Interstellar.
Interstellar is the correct answer.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Gravity came before Interstellar, but Interstellar was the answer in this case. Last
That's
22
right.
Rohini.
साल याद नहीं रहते, but
yeah,
because you said all of that and visual effects, hopefully.
Why-
What was the breakthrough? What was the breakthrough?
So the VFX technology that was designed to render the black hole in the film helped the scientists eventually image the actual black hole. So there's a
that's mad shit.
documentary about it. The physicist.
Yeah, because Inception हो गया, फिर Gravity हो गया. मैंने कहा उसी
Which is why
family में
I didn't
होगा.
want to say anything on Ashrut's answer because he was very close. But anyway, Interstellar.
I thought maybe the scientific discovery was the bookcase, when the book falls. Like maybe that's the theory.
From Interstellar, we are now going to move to an equally confounding and baffling film, which is the last question of this round. This is 2003 Hindi film.
Hey, Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
आँखें.
Not आँखें. -5 to
बैंक देखते ही आँखें की याद आई मुझे.
2003.
Well, the bank doesn't have a direct connection with the plot, but the main character sells this brand very often in the film. Apart from the many things they sell in this film. And it's one of those films you can't watch at home. That's my biggest hint.
Pikachu?
Yes, Ashrut.
Jism?
Not Jism. -5 to...
I went for the 2003 film. I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
2003.
Yeah.
यार ये साल याद नहीं रहते. This is
That's
my
what Boy
I'll refine my hint. So it's not only something you won't watch at home. It's something you won't watch with your parents. That's the hint.
समझ गए. वो तो समझ गए.
That's my last hint. Any guesses? Any Pikachus? Because वो उसी में पूरी फिल्म का वर्णन है. So any guesses?
Pikachu.
Yes, Jamie.
मस्ती.
Not मस्ती. -5.
वो बाद में आया था 2005 में आया था शायद.
हाँ 2000.
पर मस्ती तो they were selling as family film है. What are you talking about?
पर वो बैंक वाला सीन है ना मुझे वही याद आ गया.
अरे can I try? I'll lose again or what?
Go for it.
But I'll lose again, no?
It's wrong.
That is how life works.
I don't want to.
Any guesses? Yeah, I'm taking one last round of guesses. कोई करना चाहता है क्योंकि बहुत simple answer है जो मैंने hint दिया. That is the answer. This is not a film you will watch with family. So
okay, let me go for it. No entry.
Not no entry. -.
ले लो 5 और. It's okay. मुझे बस बाहर निकालना था.
हाँ. और क्या कहते हैं
2003. I'm stuck on the year. I can't remember any movies from that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pai
Tempted.
Savdudkar saying that I think the biggest thing this film sells is sadness. So there is a certain sense of sadness after you watch this
Oh
film.
gosh.
It's one of those films.
Pikachu?
And
I'm
yeah, yes, Ashrut.
Pikachu.
Yes, Ashrut.
Bagban.
It is Bagban.
Bagban. Oh
Plus
my
22.
God.
Ashrut.
One sec. Why do
Why
you
can't
say you
you-
can't see this with the family?
Exactly, why can't
you
watch
watch
it?
You can't.
You
watch it
can't.
with your family.
I don't
know
think
that
you
you
should
should.
watch this film with your
What
family.
the fuck? ये बरगलाया गया है हमें.
नहीं,
I
नहीं.
object,
ये
Vinod.
हाँ बिल्कुल
I
बिल्कुल.
can tell you stories. I can tell you so many stories where friends have gone to see it with parents and relatives, and they've gotten very angry stares, and parents telling kids, "Can you say, will you do this to me?" And it was very awkward. So I agree with Hindol. That was a
That's
good clue.
also a very subjective
That
hint. Very subjective. Very wrong.
Yeah. If Rohini wins this quiz tonight, I would request her to watch Bagban with her parents.
With my parents.
But yeah,
I तो took my
Bagban.
parents saying ज्यादा मस्ती मत करो वरना ऐसे हो जाएगा आपके साथ.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Joking guys, joking. वरना chat में बोलेंगे कैसे बेदिल औरत है ये.
तुम cancel हो जाओगे तो
cancel हो जाएगी.
बस खत्म.
But yeah, please, it's all about family. जैसे Fast and the Furious में बताते हैं. तो yeah, we've come to the end of this round. एक जल्दी से हम ऑडियंस क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं क्योंकि बहुत नेगेटिव्स हैं टोटल करने
Can I say one more thing?
हाँ, yes, Ashrut.
Trivia. This
Huh.
movie is what Aman Verma credited as ruining his career because he played a dad role.
And not the fact that he used to enter
Not the
people's
fact
homes
that he was
with
in a sting
Harpic.
operation.
Not Harpic, exactly.
Not the sting operation.
Yeah. चलो सही है. Yeah, lots of negatives to total. And तब तक मैं audience question दिखा देता हूँ आपको.
मेरे तो दो हैं.
Fairly simple
Pikachu.
question. This is an audience.
Hey,
Oh,
I know
sorry,
this
audience.
answer.
Damn
देखते
it.
हैं. भाई बहुत इसमें टाइम लगने वाला है.
हिंडल
हाँ बोलो.
लास्ट क्वेश्चन में किस किस का माइनस हुआ है?
हाँ,
मेरे को मिला पक्का.
you are a good question. रोहिणी को 2 -5 -10.
Yeah.
Uday got a -5.
नहीं. I didn't
अच्छा
say.
हाँ, that's for a
Yeah, I
previous question. And that's for a previous question. Jamie said Masti,
Yeah.
-5 to Jamie, and I
कुछ
think
है बचा
Ashrut,
बैंक में.
हाँ, and Ashrut का I think -5 हुआ था इसके पहले.
I forgot what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, but you said something first,
Something,
and then you
yeah.
said
Yeah.
So Rohini gets -10. Uday doesn't get anything. Ashrut gets -5, and Jamie gets -5.
Yeah, I said.
Okay, shit. I completely missed key answer आ गए थे. Everyone in chat gets it because it's a very fairly popular film. It's just Chup Chup Ke.
Oh.
And this is the scene where Rajpal Yadav is washing his clothes. So not his clothes, जो पूरे घर के उसको कपड़े दिए जाते हैं. So I'm really sorry guys, जो भी chat में देख रहे हैं, बहुत सारे नाम एक साथ आ गए. So all of you get +20. So yeah, Chup Chup Ke was the answer and time for scores. मैं एक बार stop share कर देता हूँ and 80, 20, 100, 120. अरे बाप रे. Okay. And 10 and ओके. तो मैंने टोटल किया है. दिस मे और मे नॉट बी रॉन्ग. हमें चार्ट में पता चल जाएगा थोड़ी देर में अगर ये गलत है. तो करंटली जेमी इज एट 25 पॉइंट्स, अशरुत इज एट 90 पॉइंट्स, रोहिणी इज एट 95 पॉइंट्स एंड उदय इज लीडिंग विद 135 पॉइंट्स.
बाप रे.
यार मेरे
सुपर
105 तो हो जाते थे.
ओके, जिनमें अगर चैट में है तो प्लीज आजा. जिनमें यूजुअली डज द स्कोरिंग फॉर अस. मैं लिंक भेज रहा हूँ उसको. एंड या बेसिकली दिस क्विज डज नॉट हैपन विदाउट चिन्मय. तो मैं इधर उसको लिंक भेज देता हूँ. एक सेकंड, किधर गया?
I like how Jamie remembered the bank scene in Masti. Where people have forgotten.
That's
that
why
movie
it's
also did
bank
that.
thing. Oh, now you know. Look, now you know what kind of movies I watch. No, I don't watch Gravity.
Look, I think these are the movies you remember, Jamie.
Yeah.
I think you watch others also.
Yeah, Masti is a film that you should remember. That
मस्ती
अपने-
क्या
अपने-
cool है हम, ये सब
Yes.
दिखाओ यार.
चलो, there's still 2 more rounds to go. तो अभी देखते हैं how this pans out. There's still
Uday,
lots of points
तू रुक जा,
to earn.
मैं आ रही हूँ.
Next round is coming up from TV shows. This is
Oh
the
God.
one with
I hate
TV
the
Oh
shows.
TV.
God,
5
I'm gonna
questions
die.
plus 20 minus 5. चिन्मय is here. मैं चिन्मय को ऐड कर देता हूँ. तो चिन्मय ब्रो, तेरे बिना बहुत आज प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. प्लीज टेक ओवर द स्कोरिंग एंड रिलीव मी ऑफ माय स्ट्रेस. चिन्मय इज हियर. अभी सब सही हो जाएगा. अगर किसी को अभी प्रॉब्लम है स्कोर से तो बता दो, हम सॉल्व नहीं करेंगे. तो यहाँ द वन विद टीवी शोज, देयर आर क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम शोज फ्रॉम द वेस्ट, देयर आर क्वेश्चंस ऑन इंडियन शोज, देयर आर क्वेश्चंस ऑन एशियन शोज एज वेल. दिस टाइम देखते हैं the 5 questions plus 20 minus 5.
लो जी गए कौन से?
First
No,
question
no,
coming up from a show we have all seen. Stephen Hillenburg developed an interest in marine biology from a very young age and was inspired by a 1997 album called The
Pikachu.
Mollusk. Yes, Ashrut.
Oh shit. SpongeBob SquarePants.
It is SpongeBob SquarePants. Plus 20 to Ashrut.
Word.
Amazing.
This
Nice.
is how
Too good,
the
too
character of SpongeBob came to being. Plus 20 to Ashrut.
We can
Next.
go back and reread the question if
There's
people didn't get
not
to read.
much to read. It's just that it's inspired from an album called The Mollusk, which had a nautical and underwater theme. And this led him to create a character which had shades of Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy, Jerry Lewis, and Pee-wee Herman. So obviously this is about SpongeBob SquarePants. Next question coming up from an Asian show. The series X focuses on the lives of 4 women.
Pikachu.
Yes, Uday.
Chudels.
This is Chudels.
Woo!
Plus 20 to Uday. So this is available
मतलब
on.
I just heard about this show. Pakistani show, right?
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
Pakistani show, very acclaimed show, and
Excellent
highly-
show, by the way. Anyone who hasn't watched
I
it
love
should
it,
definitely.
highly recommended. Z5 पे
Yeah.
available है, I think.
मतलब
So-
देखते ही मतलब कोई डाउट नहीं था कि वीरेदी वेडिंग की बात नहीं कर रहे. Amazing.
Viredi Wedding also available on Z5. I don't know why this is the Z5 plug.
How do you know this?
मैं अभी recently देखी थी, but anyway,
अच्छा.
not the point. Chudels is the answer. Plus 20 to Uday. Next question coming up from a show from the West. The creator had originally pitched X, a show that ran between 2006 and 2013, as a Bill O'Reilly-like news program parody, which she later noted as not unlike the newsroom on HBO. She changed the
Pikachu.
premise. Yes, Ashrut.
30 Rock.
This is 30 Rock. Plus 20 to Ashrut. This is about how Tina Fey came to create
Nice.
30 Rock. And the show was initially titled Peacock, which is what NBC's streaming platform is now called. Plus 20 to Ashrut. Next question coming from an Indian show. This has bonus points as well. A trademark of the Indian sitcom X from the 1980s were the different characters played by actor Y in each episode. These characters would be hailing from different regions of India, with some being close family friends of the show's primary cast and others being total strangers. The show was referenced in an acclaimed 2013 film where the lead character was seen watching old episodes of the show on his VCR. Which show is X? That's the first one.
Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
Flop show.
Not flop show. Minus 5 to Rohini.
Good guess.
Yeah, so this is a family sitcom. Like there was a main family at the center of it, and this guy would keep popping up as different characters. So you have to obviously tell me which show is X. Bonus points me, you can either tell me which actor
Sitcom,
this
but they were
is. हाँ
sitcom.
हाँ, like it was a
drama ज्यादा थे.
हाँ comedy show था इसका, सुर comedy का था, and
Pikachu.
yes,
Taking a
Ashrut.
guess.
Yeah,
Is it
sure.
Bagle Ki Duniya?
Not Wagle Ki Duniya. Minus 5 to Ashrut.
Pikachu.
Yes, Jamie.
Mungeri Lal.
Not Mungeri Lal. Minus 5.
Any
Pikachu.
point, but,
Yes, Rohini.
Mr. Yogi.
Not Mr. Yogi. Minus 5 to
मैं तो
Rohini.
सारे पॉइंट दे दूं अभी.
हाँ.
अब कौन से शो बचे हैं? 80
मैं तो
के
zero
top
करके
Onse
जाऊंगा.
बच्चे हैं.
Okay, so
करके
yeah.
जाऊंगा. Minus 15 हो गया.
I'll give a hint related to the actor. तो ये जो एक्टर है एक 1983 की सैटारिकल फिल्म है, उसमें ये एक्टर डेड बॉडी बने थे.
ठीक है, I know the actor.
नहीं, वो
I
तो
know the
हाँ, वो
actor.
हाँ, so now you can reverse think which show this is.
Yeah, so
80s में.
हाँ,
Are you
80s. का
मुझे
show
वही
है.
डाउट है. सिटकॉम कम थे 80s में.
वही तो.
Anyways, we've already said 4. They were wrong.
Pikachu.
Yes,
I can picture.
Ashrut.
Karamchand?
Not Karamchand.
No.
-5 to Ashrut. तो मतलब सिटकॉम अगर नहीं कहेंगे दिस, बट मेन इसका कॉमेडी ही था. दिस शो वाज
पिकाचू.
known as a comedy itself. Yes, Rohini.
जबान संभाल के.
Not
वो तो
जबान
90s था,
संभाल
वो तो
के.
94 था,
90s था रोहिणी.
5 to
94 में आया था.
क्या बोल रहे थे
मेरे को
हिंदोल?
नहीं खेलना.
What
I can-
not sitcom but something.
हाँ, like
something.
the main thing was comedy only. Like this was a comedy show, and if I'm not wrong, this had a laugh track as well. तो मतलब उस टाइप का ये शो था. And
Pikachu?
Yes, Ashrut.
Nukkad?
Not Nukkad. I think
अरे point दे दे.
for the safety of all.
One point. Learn from Uday.
I don't
think-
have any intelligent guesses. तुम लोगों ने कर लिए सारे.
I think for the safety of all participants.
समझ गया.
Jamie, are you answering?
नहीं, आ गया. I know. I just don't know the name. I know the two leads also in the show. I know the director also. I don't know the name.
Okay, I'm going to take one last round of Pikachu's till I figure out कितने negatives हुए हैं इसमें. बहुत
यार,
negatives हुए हैं.
समझ गया.
No,
ये वही बात होगी ना.
Behad is a different show, but
Nice.
yeah.
I'm not taking the risk. I only have 15
Okay,
points.
चलो कोई नहीं. We'll
Pikachu.
yes, Uday.
Though I don't know if it's 80s, but is it Super Hit Mukabla?
Not
No,
Super
yeah.
Muqabla. -5. Yeah, chalo ho gaya. This question,
Super Hit
everyone has
Muqabla
got a
was
-5.
Song countdown show, right?
Yeah, it was.
So
Yeah.
I think for the safety of all contestants, we should move on to the next question. So this is Ye Jo Hai Zindagi was the show. And obviously, Satisha was the actor,
right,
and
right.
My mother would know this
Yeah.
answer.
the
My
show was
God.
shown on
Correct.
the lunchbox.
Correct है. सारे
Superb.
question correct है.
चलो सभी
Very
ने
nice.
काफी
This question was a bloodbath.
काफी
ये जो है जिंदगी. यही तो है.
ये जो है जिंदगी. That is the summation of this round. चलो last question coming up from yeah. हाँ, सबके हुए. मैं नंबर बता देता हूँ किसके कितने हुए. रोहिणी -15, उदय -5, अशरुत -15 and Jamie -5.
You guys took only one guess. Weak.
Dude, I did 3. I got -15 on one
Rohini
question.
and Ashrut are tied at the number of negative points.
Is this a record? Is this a new record for?
I think this is a new record. Chalo, coming up, last question of this round. Loco, a dating app developed by Canada-based entrepreneur Vivek Jain and X, asks users to rely on video chats to get to know their matches. The concept comes in stark contrast to most other dating apps, such as Tinder and Bumble, which rely on text messaging as their main form of communication. Trading text for video means users are forced to be present with their matches and have an actual conversation with them instead of the prospect of ghosting. Identify X, who was well known for voicing a pigeon in the show Mike Tyson Mysteries and had something to do with a moth. So this is...
Pikachu.
Yes, Uday.
Norm Macdonald.
This is Norm Macdonald. Plus 22 Uday. So this
Salute.
is... an
Tribute
app-
question.
Yeah, a tribute
Well done.
question
Top.
to Norm Macdonald, who passed away today. And Loco was an app that he had invested in. It's a dating app available in Canada. So plus 22 there for Norm Macdonald and
Canada
Chat-
connection.
yeah, जो भी हैं RIP Norm Macdonald लिख दीजिए. And with this, we've come to the end of this round. Time for scores. Stop share करते हैं. Okay. अभी थोड़ा सा ये होगा. Chinmay, are you there? Are you? Please give me a sign that you're here.
Yeah. So I'm here. I'm just adding scores under the previous, like अपना columns के अंदर.
अच्छा, okay, ठीक है.
पहले वाला.
हाँ, तो I'll check the right side वाला sheet ना.
Yeah. वो right side
ठीक
वाला
है.
check कर सकते.
हाँ, cool. So Ashrut is currently at 50 points. Rohini is at 80 points. Jamie is at 85 points and Uday is at 170 points.
मैं
So,
पिछले राउंड में 95 पे थी और अब मेरे 15 पॉइंट कम हो गए. That's the math.
but
How did you give me?
हाँ.
How did you give me 85? I have some 15 or something. Yeah. क्या बोला मैंने?
Yeah, I think we mixed that up.
ऐसा
check
मेरा
होगा
that
क्या?
15.
हाँ.
I think I have 15 or 20, something like that.
एक सेकंड हाँ.
Because
हाँ, बात
Jamie
तो
का
सही है. हाँ, Jamie
I'm
is at
checking
20. Jamie is at 20.
because उसके पहले वाले सब 2020 2020 I'm seeing.
Yeah, Jamie ka he was at 25 before this round. Then he got a -5. Now he's at 20. Jamie is at 20.
It was just at
And I
20,
think
yeah.
मेरा भी
Jamie is at
check कर
20.
लो.
हाँ,
I think it seems wrong.
चलो. Really sorry for this. आज थोड़ा back foot पे हम लोग. But 130 minus
So
15.
Jamie is at
हाँ.
20, Ashrut is at 60, Rohini is at 80.
Are you sure Ashrut is at 60?
That sounds wrong.
Because Ashrut
No.
was at 90 before the round started. Then he got plus
Okay,
40.
so give me like scores before this round.
हाँ. Okay, wait. I'll give you the scores before this round. 25 पे Jamie था. Ashrut was at 90. Uday was at 135 and Rohini was at 95.
Uday was at 135 and Rohini was at
95.
So that makes Rohini as that makes Jamie at 20,
Jamie is at 20.
Rohini at 80,
Yes.
Ashrut at 125 and Uday at 170.
Yes, correct. Cool. So Jamie is currently at 20 points. Rohini is at 80
एक और बार बोल दो
points.
यार.
Jamie is on the scoreboard. Rohini is at 80 points. Ashrut is at 115 points and Uday is at 170 points. But yeah.
Time to
Good job.
अब Uday, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
115 बोला था या 125 बोला था?
115. 115 है ना?
हाँ बराबर 125.
125. Yes, sorry. 125 is the correct score. Yes. Chalo. Cool. Now that all scores have been sorted, I have brought you guys to the last round where there is a twist that each question is worth 40 points. But since each question is worth 40 points, there's a -20 negative as well.
No Pikachu, Rohini, no Pikachu. We don't know the bloody answer.
Yeah. So each question has 2-part answers. So there are 2 parts that you have to answer. And for each individual part, it's +20 and -10. So आप individually भी attempt कर सकते हैं. And if you answer one part correctly and you answer the other part incorrectly, you still get points for the first part. There won't be any negatives. So आप guess कर सकते हैं. So वो है, and yeah, so the maximum negative that you can get from any question by answering one part is -10, unless you answer both parts and you get a -20. So theoretically, there are 6 questions. You can get 240 points just out of this round. So it's a possible. A comeback is possible.
सारे मेरे point हैं.
Is all I'm saying. And yeah, so the last round is a mixed bag round, and we have a new theme every week. So before I reveal the theme for this week, I would request everyone watching the stream to do like it, and जितना आप like करेंगे उतना ये stream YouTube algorithm और push करेगा.
Like the stream, everybody.
Like the stream.
पिछले in the last round मेरे performance के लिए खास करके like कीजिए ये stream.
Definitely. ये records में जाएगा कि अभी.
If you want to see people struggling and throw wild guesses, please keep liking the stream.
Cool. So that was all of it, and now it's the time for our last round. So the round is mixed bag +40 -20, and this week's theme is 90s Bollywood.
Oh my God. मेरा घर, मेरा PhD, मेरा सब कुछ.
बस Rohini's round.
Rohini, take it home.
So सारे questions 90s.
Let's knock down Jamie. He came up with Masti very quick. So.
That's also true.
The way I'm going, it's not going to get much better. So take it.
So सारे questions 90s से related है 90s की फिल्मों पे. तो let's see how this goes. And first question coming up. Asrar-ul Hasan Khan, better known as X, was an important figure in the progressive writers movement. X got his name from his place of birth in Uttar Pradesh, which is situated on the banks of the river Gomti. One of the last works of X was for a 1996 Hindi musical film Y, which marked the debut of its director. While Y was... Yes, Ashrut.
I'm gonna guess Y.
Okay.
Y is Khamoshi.
Yeah, and do you want to guess the first part as well?
And there's no guess, and there's no negative if I get X wrong.
No, there's no negative. You've got plus 20 for Khamoshi. The first part, second part is closed. You have to tell me who
Okay.
X is.
Is X Manto?
Not Manto. I'll go to Jamie
Pikachu.
next because
Oh
Jamie had
no.
buzzed in. Yes, Jamie.
Yeah, yep. No, I got the second part. इसका मुझे कुछ
Okay,
phone नहीं.
cool. No problem. Rohini.
Majru Saab.
Yes, this is Majroo Sultanpuri,
Yeah,
who
super,
wrote the
super.
lyrics for Khamoshi the musical, and
Well done, well
plus
done.
20 to Ashrut for Khamoshi.
Nice.
And there's been a recent release on Apple TV Plus called Coda, which has a
Coda.
similar
I saw
plot
the
to
trailer and I was like, ये तो खामोशी है.
Yeah.
Copy कर लिया.
Proud Indian Army वाली feeling आते हुए. Plus 20 to
Yes.
Ashrut, plus 20 to Rohini. Next question coming up, again from 90s Bollywood. Girija Shettar is a journalist and writer based in London who had once made her acting debut through a 1989 Telugu film directed by X. Having made his debut with a Kannada film.
Pikachu.
Yes, Jamie.
I'll tell you the film.
Yeah.
Jojita Voice Sikandar.
Yes, plus 20 for Jojita Vai Sikandar. Do you want to guess the other filmmaker who made his debut with a Kannada film, has directed 4 direct Hindi releases, while this remains his only Telugu film?
Can I just read it again once again?
So Jojita Vai Sikandar is the second part where
Yeah.
this was the film she had acted in. So Jamie, do you want to take a guess for the
Yeah,
first
I can see her face, but I don't. वो ये face वाला नाम याद नहीं आ रहा.
Okay, cool.
So,
You can-
so
I
what?
know this. Please go ahead.
हाँ.
Made an acting debut through directed by X. So you want X now, na?
Yeah, I want the director X, जिनकी तेलुगु फिल्म से गिरिजा शेट्टर ने डेब्यू किया था, एंड इन डायरेक्टर ने कन्नड़ा फिल्म से अपना डेब्यू किया था 80s में. He has directed 4 direct Hindi releases. As in, these were films that were made in Hindi. He has made films in another language which have been dubbed in Hindi often, but he has made 4 films that were released directly in Hindi, and this is his only Telugu film. And I'll still complete the remaining funda. So Girija had starred in Jojita Vai Sikandar, and she can
Okay,
be seen in the
Pikachu.
side. Yes,
I'm
Rohini.
totally taking a shot, and this is Mansoor Khan.
Not Mansoor Khan, -5 to Rohini.
Oh no!
Yeah. So I'm not asking for the director of Jojita Vai Sikandar. I'm asking for the director of the Telugu film, where this.
No, the Mansoor also had 4 releases only, na?
But yeah,
4.
he didn't make.
Good point.
Yeah. By the way, Mansoor Khan has now become an economist, and उन्होंने किताब लिखी है
किताबें
called
लिखी हैं.
The Third Curve, so which is about how the development follows a bell curve, and now we are on the reclining part of it. I just read the book, तो ऐसी fun random trivia. Anyway, तो हाँ, इस पे आते हैं. और क्या बोलूँ? हाँ, correct. Sorry, my bad. -10 to Rohini, क्योंकि इस राउंड में -10 है नेगेटिव.
Anything more you can tell us about X?
Yeah, about X. So the last Hindi film that X made, like a direct Hindi film that he made, was based on mythology. It was a contemporary adaptation of mythology. And the Hindi film that he had made before that was about a certain Indian industrialist. Like, it was loosely based on the life of an Indian
Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
Mani Ratnam.
It is Mani Ratnam, plus 20 to Rohini. So this is
अरे यार.
Mani Ratnam, whose film Geetanjali starred Nagarjuna and Girija Shettar. And as you can see, this is from the same film,
Well done.
Jojita Vai Sikandar, where she can be seen in a song, but she was eventually replaced by Aisha
Well
Shankar.
done. Well done.
So,
Nice.
plus 20 to Jamie for Jojita Vai Sikandar. And
Which was the contemporary mythologic? Oh, Ravan.
Ravan was the
Ravan.
last Hindi film directed
got
by
lost.
Mani
But
Ratnam.
thanks Hindol for that clue of Guru.
Yeah, मैं फिर वही हिंदी सारी काउंट कर रहा था कौन सी फिल्म में. So yeah, moving on to the next question. We'll be halfway through the round, तो एक बार हम quickly scores देख लेंगे तब. Third question coming up. When asked about the significant number of songs plagiarized from his work, X jokingly gave Best Copy Awards to Anu Malik, and why? Finally, X himself began composing music for Hindi films.
Pikachu.
End of his career. Yes, Jamie.
Why is Viju Shah?
Okay.
And
Yeah, plus 20 for Viju Shah. you have to tell me who X is. Someone whose songs were copied a lot in Hindi films.
Yeah. Are. So give me a... I know. Shakal, yeah.
Jamie, what is your final answer?
X for the peak is... Yeah.
Do you want to pass?
Give me 5 seconds. Again, I don't want to get the wrong name. I'm fairly sure, but मेरे को वो नहीं करना है.
I have a feeling you know the answer.
Yeah,
I think
come on,
Something I
Jamie.
just say, which is something I just said. So yeah. But yeah, I do feel you have an answer. So
Yeah, I just...
go for it, Jamie.
No, I won't risk it. Forget it.
Chalo, cool. So this is someone whose songs were plagiarized by a lot by music directors in India, and this person originally is not an Indian. He is from another country, but was very popular in India. Then this person himself has composed music for a lot of films, has sung his songs as well. One of the films stars Bobby Deol, if that's a hint.
Pikachu.
Yes, Jamie.
Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan.
Yes, plus 22, Jamie. This is
Oh,
Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan and
Very
Biju
nice.
Shah.
Good
well
answers.
done.
Jamie gets
Ama-
plus 40 because he's answered both parts of the question.
Amazing, guys.
Very nice.
So
Well
Viju Shah
done.
was known for his work in films by Rajiv Rai, and he made his comeback last year through the film Class of '83.
And he
Plus
has a cult. Yeah, and he has a cult following, जिसकी leader हूँ मैं. So
Absolutely. Well,
definitely.
Is that
Whenever,
what you were thinking of?
बनता भी है.
yeah, whenever
that
I
what-
buy, yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, I was just saying whenever I buy new earphones or speaker, 2 एल्बम मैं टेस्ट करता हूँ. पहला मैं रोजा प्ले करता हूँ, दूसरा मैं गुप्त प्ले करता हूँ उस पे.
correct.
So Viju Shah it is.
Jamie,
Yeah.
Jamie, is that what you were thinking? Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan.
It was there, but I just couldn't see. I know the best copy part because he and Anu Malik had a very public thing, but I wasn't sure of the second part. But वो ठीक है, वो था.
Nice.
So we are halfway through this round. Time for scores.
Nice.
So Chinmay अभी हो गया ना update?
Yes, sorted.
Okay. Wait, Jamie and Ashrut ka is interchanged. एक second. Wait, I think Jamie's score is.
नहीं, they are correct. Don't worry.
I think Jamie's on 60.
Jamie gave
Jamie was at 20 before the round started.
इसमें
then-
2 half हुआ और एक full हुआ.
Oh, हाँ, sorry. एक second.
इसमें
My bad.
60 point हो गए मेरे.
so he
Yes,
got
yes,
60 points in
हाँ.
this.
Correct. Thank
So
you.
he's at 80.
Chinmay. Yes. Jamie is at 80 points. Rohini is at 110 points. Ashrut is at 145 points. And Uday is still at 170 points.
Wow.
So
Uday.
technically, if Rohini answers 2 questions correctly, she can overtake
Yeah.
Uday. But if Uday
Chalo.
answers correctly, then let's see. Chalo. काफी कुछ हो सकता है. We'll revisit the scores after each question. Next question coming up. X wanted to become an assistant to a certain writer filmmaker, but upon meeting him, the filmmaker asked him to read the script of his next film Y and choose a character he would like to play. X chose the small part of a rebel youth as his own nickname matched with the character's name. While he was credited with his real name in the film, the nickname eventually stuck around for X in the Hindi and Punjabi film industries.
Pikachu.
Who is X? Yes, Rohini.
Jimmy Shergill.
And the film is?
Matches. Vishal
Oh, well
Bharat.
done.
Plus
Wow.
42.
Super.
Rohini?
Knockout.
Super.
Great.
Jimmy Shergill, whose
Yes,
real name
yes,
is
yes.
Jarjit Singh Shergill. And this is the film Matches, with which he made his debut. Plus 42.
Wow.
Rohini. And yeah,
Superb.
काफी close होते हुए. Currently, Ashrut is at 145, Rohini is at
Well done.
150, Uday is at 170, and Jamie is at 80. So it's still anyone's game. There are 2 questions left. 80 points up for grabs. Let's see. Next question coming up. Second last question of this quiz coming up. Despite his prolific filmography, singer X has never worked directly with A.R. Rahman. While Rahman had approached X to sing the song Roja Jane Man, X was unable to visit him in Chennai and record the song, given his busy schedule. However, X did dub for a Rahman song in the film Kabhi Na Kabhi, which was
Pikachu.
adapted from the Tamil song Anjali Anjali. Yes, Jamie.
X Kumar Sanu.
And why is?
And why is
Plus 20 for Kumar Sanu. Kumar Sanu it is.
Yeah.
So, if you know Kumar Sanu, then you know why. वैसे
नहीं
सीधा.
अरे ऐसे इतना सीधा नहीं होता पर हाँ
हाँ.
so sorry
Someone who was faced with a similar situation, but she did the film and won the best female
Alka
playback
Yagnik.
singer. Yes, it is Alka Yagnik.
Oh,
Jamie
wonderful.
gets plus 40 points for Kumar Sanu.
you
and
assume
Alka
it's
Yagnik.
her but
Amazing.
you never know.
Amazing.
Very
Amazing.
nice.
With this, we have come to the last question of this round.
Oh my
One
God.
second,
better
before we
get
do
it.
that,
Down to the wire.
yeah, Jamie, I think we saw your quiz with, I saw my quiz with my wife, shout out to my wife, and her favorite moment in a Jamie quiz was when Jamie gave his introduction is like, maybe it was a Chalchitra Talks video where you said your parents said when you went in you said you went in.
Yeah, absolute.
And all I heard was Kumar Sanu songs for 8 years.
मैं 92 में गया 96 में 95 में निकला 3 साल yeah वही था.
Jamie did his graduation in Kumar Sanu.
I was actually doing a bit of the Biju Shah thing. I was copying. I had a keyboard, I had a radio, and I had a क्या बोलते हैं वो tape recorder. So I take my own songs. Yeah. So good one. चलिए last question.
Last question coming up. The 1993 political thriller In the Line of Fire features a romantic sequence between Clint Eastwood and Rene Russo, where Eastwood's character is not sure whether his love is being reciprocated or not. The director of the film X admitted that this sequence was the inspiration behind a certain scene that comes at an important juncture in the film X. Interestingly, a similar sequence was already featured in a 1992 Hindi film Y, where the lead actor of X was on the other side of the equation. What exactly is this sequence? Marking one of the first lead roles for its hero, which film is Y? So if you answered the film X, I won't give you points. I need the exact sequence.
Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
It's DDLJ and it's Palat.
Okay, and do you want to guess the other film?
Superb.
Wow.
1992 Hindi film कैसे हुआ DDLJ?
No. So
19.
there's DDLJ, and before DDLJ there was another film where a similar sequence was done.
Pikachu.
Okay, I'll go to Jamie once Rohini passes. Rohini, do you want to?
Come on, Rohini, you can do it. Come on.
Come on, down to the wire.
Come on.
This is the last. Come on. इसके promo बनेंगे. अरे यार.
Rohini.
Don't choke now.
I'm losing
Rohini.
Don't choke.
So there is a film in 1992 which has Palat, which in 1996 में finally DDLJ में था.
95.
Superb question, by the way. Love this question. Well done.
92 yeah, corrected. So
Pikachu.
Yeah, Jamie has first dibs on this. Yes, Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie.
Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman.
Yes, plus 20 to Jamie. This is Raju Banya Gentleman, where Shah Rukh Khan gets to Palat and Nana Patekar tells him to Palat.
Yeah.
And Shah Rukh Khan Palat.
Last scene, yeah.
So that's the last scene of the film.
Well
Jamie gets plus 20.
done.
Great question, guys. Great question.
Great
Rohini
question.
gets
What a
plus
great
20.
question.
Very
Great
nice.
question.
We have come to the end of this quiz.
Oh,
And Kafi, oh fuck. Sorry for the profanity, but there is something which I did not expect, which has happened yet again. So I'll read out the scores to tell you what has happened. Jamie is at 140 points. Ashrut is at 145 points. Uday and
Come back,
Rohini
Jamie.
both are at 170 points.
Oh,
So this calls for a tiebreaker. तो हमारे पास
Oh God.
this quiz is now down to the last question. So
last question also was stressful. So now
Yeah.
more stress.
cool. तो मैं आपको एक सेकेंड, हाँ यहाँ पे सेफ्टी स्लाइड कॉपी पेस्ट करते हैं क्योंकि क्वेश्चन दिखना नहीं चाहिए. हाँ, cool. So I will show you one question which I won't read out. The first person to say Pikachu and answer it correctly obviously qualifies. But if you say Pikachu and you are not able to answer the question correctly, then obviously the other person qualifies. So it's a sudden death thing. I won't be reading the question.
Sorry, I got very confused. Can you say that again?
हाँ, तो बेसिकली मैं क्वेश्चन दिखाऊंगा आपको पढ़ना है. मैं
Okay.
आई वोंट रीड इट आउट एंड द फर्स्ट पर्सन टू से पिकाचू गेट्स टू आंसर ऑब्वियसली. तो अगर उन्होंने करेक्ट आंसर कर दिया तो द टाई इज रिजॉल्व. अगर उन्होंने गलत आंसर किया देन द पर्सन हु डिडंट से पिकाचू क्वालिफाइज. तो ये है हिसाब.
प्लीज गलत जवाब देना उदय, प्लीज.
Gladiators in the arena. Let's go.
Okay. So there are two parts in this question, but I want only the first part. मैं अभी आपको क्वेश्चन दिखाने वाला हूँ. एक सेकेंड. कमांड शिफ्ट एस. अरे चलना, सॉरी. अरे यार शेयर क्यों नहीं हो रही है. हाँ, सॉरी. There we go. I am sharing my screen. Here is the tiebreaker question. You just have to tell me what character is X. Or you can actually tell me the filmmaker as well. Either or. Give me one or the other answers.
Pikachu.
Yes, Rohini.
Satyajit Ray.
Satyajit Ray it is. This is the character Feluda, which was created by Satyajit Ray, which was created in the magazine Sandesh. And the COVID test, इसका एक पूरा acronym है जो मुझे अभी याद नहीं है, but the acronym eventually comes down to being Feluda. So Satyajit Ray it is.
Nice. Very nice.
Rohini
Satyajit Ray ने मुझे बचा दिया.
coming in as a ray of hope. Satyajit Ray ने आज रोहिणी को बचा
This is why we watch sports.
Yes. Cool. So with this,
Superb.
Once again, have I
Rohini,
won?
Superb.
Yes.
yes, Rohini, you have won, and you have qualified to the grand finale of the Chalchitra
Well
Talks.
done, Rohini.
I
Superb.
Very
cannot
nice.
believe this.
This is amazing.
Yeah, हमारी स्लाइड भी रेडी हो गई है, तो मैं जल्दी से आपको दिखा देता हूँ कि हमारे 4 फाइनलिस्ट कौन कौन है.
Awesome.
Amazing. बहुत
There
मजा
it
आया.
is.
Oh my
All right.
God. ये रौनक इसीलिए
There
देख रहा
it
है ना
is.
क्योंकि उसको पता
Yeah.
चलना, इसको पता चलना
Ronak
है
is
कंपटीशन कैसा है.
scouting his competition. So
Yes.
have Nikhil Taneja, Amir Sajid, Ronak Mangotel, and Rohini Ramnathan, whom we'll be seeing in the grand finale.
Superb.
Awesome.
काफी
Jamie, I was
close.
rooting for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have everyone's victory speeches because everyone is a winner because you've made it. And so first up, I'll go to Jamie. Jamie को मैं spotlight में डालता हूँ. Yes, Jamie.
अरे spotlight में मत डालो यार.
हाँ.
अरे नहीं, this is awesome fun. I said at the start कि अगर 92 और 94 के बीच में कुछ होगा तो मैं करूँगा.
क्या हो गया, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
Your audio went off.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Now
we
we
can hear you.
मैं ये कहा था कि शुरुआत में मैंने कहा था कि अगर आप सवाल पूछेंगे surreal and go cry into my next show I'm watching, but all of you and superb. Rohini, well done.
Thank you.
Cool. Next up, we'll go to Ashrut. Ashrut.
Hey.
Yeah.
No spotlight. Okay, fine. Thanks so much, guys. It was amazing. I'm the Chalchitra godfather, so if you want to get a chance to participate in the quiz and support these guys, do that. I have a great time. Plug for the group and read Uday's book and hear Rohini's show and everything. And bye.
Thanks, Ashrut.
Yeah. I will now move to the almost winner of today's quiz. Uday, how do you feel?
That was nerve-wracking. Matlab, my first tiebreaker and all that. Congrats, Rohini.
Yeah.
And Ashrut, well played, and Jamie, amazing comeback in the last round. It was good fun.
Yeah. And we had mentioned this in the beginning as well, but Uday has just become an author with a great book, which I've been told by Ashrut that it's a great book, and it's based on one of my favorite films. So it's called Bullets Over Bombay. It's available on all your e-commerce and bookstores. Abhi to bookstores hote nahi, but it used to be.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
We'll
So
Uday will go pick it up right now. उसके बाद.
Do read it, and कोई mods
Right.
अगर देख रहे हैं तो please link share कर दीजिए. And now to the winner of today's quiz, Rohini, your victory speech.
Oh, shit.
Woohoo!
Oh my God. At some point, there were some guesses that I should have taken, and there were some guesses I shouldn't have taken. So, दोनों तरफ मैंने बहुत गलतियां की हैं आज के quiz में. But I just want to say that I was actually just looking forward to playing this quiz when I heard that Uday and Jamie were going to be on the panel. Sorry, Ashrut, I didn't know you before this, but today I got to know you as well. But I was very excited because both of them share the love for the cinema, for the movies that we do, and हम इसीलिए एक दूसरे से ट्विटर वगैरह पर connected भी हैं. So it was a great chance to be on this with these guys and with you, Hindol, because I think you're a fabulous host. And
Thank you.
as a bonus, I want to say that Uday and I have just chatted about his book, and I am going to put that on my Insta stories. So if anybody has watched this quiz and wants to see more collabs between these two, please go watch our chat. I think it was a lot of fun, and I hope Uday feels the same way. So I'll post that on my Instagram as well.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you
And
everyone for
Awesome
joining.
questions, Hindol and team. बहुत मजा
Yeah,
आया.
it was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you everyone who tuned in and watched this entire mess play out today. So we will all
Bloodbath.
we'll meet you for the grand finale, and I'm doubly excited
Super.
क्योंकि अभी और आगे जाना है questions में. So let's see what we come up with. So yeah, thank you everyone, and we'll see you next week. Chalo.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.